seen snakes in the area lately, you're not alone. The cold-blooded reptiles love the warm weather just like we people do. But one Shreveport resident has had some close calls recently and is concerned about his family's safety. That story is new at 6 with KTBS 3's Erin Buchanan. She joins us now with more on that. So, Erin, you've got the skinny on snake season. What is it?
Well, Jerry, it's certainly not unusual to come across snakes this time of year, especially here in Louisiana. Much like humans, they're often seeking out food and water. But for many people, encountering the reptiles can be scary and dangerous unless you know what to look for. Rob Broussard's Broadmoor home backs up to a city drainage ditch, which often fills up with water and tall grass. That combination attracts snakes, some of the poisonous variety.
The neighbor 2 down has already had 2 dogs bitten.
Broussard says he tries to keep the grass cut near his property and says he's killed several large water moccasins over the past couple months.
Snakes don't grow that big by starving. They're eating something, and what they're eating is the rats. And the rats come from the ditch that's not mowed on a regular basis.
But experts will tell you snakes instinctively avoid humans, and all have a purpose on nature's food chain.
This is a speckled king snake. It's got a lot of black with yellow speckles. But it's a very good thing to have around because if you see one of these, it's taking care of all the other snakes too.
Specially licensed to rescue and own venomous species, Stephen Kennedy's Snaketuary works to educate residents about the reptiles.
The snakes are very good for the environment because they keep the rodent population down.
He says non-venomous species are often confused with their much more dangerous counterparts.
Most of our venomous snakes have elliptical eyes or a cat slit, and this has just got a round eye.
And for now, Broussard's keeping a close watch on the area.
My biggest concern is having a human bitten by one of these snakes.
Now, even though your first instinct may be to kill the snake, Kennedy asks that you contact a rescue like his Snaketuary to come save them instead. He says the snake will then be released back into the wild and away from humans. And Jerry, Kennedy also suggests making sure things like dog and cat food aren't left outside your home. Those attract mice and rats, which have then, of course, attract the snakes.
There you go. All right, Erin, thanks very much. That story is just scary with the video behind you there.
I know, Kenny.
With those snakes.
It is.
All right. Thanks a lot. All right. Now, keep in mind, venomous snakes cannot strike a distance longer than their body length, but experts suggest generally staying at least 5 or 6 feet away from any snake that you can't identify. I'm not sticking around to identify any snake anyway. All right, here's some tips on what to do if you've been bitten by a snake. Medical experts say you should remove any jewelry or restrictive clothing because the area will swell and those items will have to be cut off. If you've been bitten in the arm or hand, try to keep your arm level with your heart to reduce the flow of venom and get medical help as quickly as possible, even if you think the bite is not serious.